Good evening and welcome to your evening newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM for today, Monday, May 9th, 2022. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman. ExxonMobil had said it will be proceeding with its planned consultations on the Whale Gas to Energy Pipeline project, even though one attorney and activists has called for the session to be postponed until after the 60-day public review period has ended. The activist, Ms. Elizabeth Hughes, on Thursday, penned a letter to ExxonMobil Guyana President Alastair Routledge, as well as the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, where she urged that the consultations are nothing but a distraction. Hughes acknowledged the importance of stakeholder consultations, especially for such a massive venture, but outlined that it is equally important for the public review period to be honored, as citizens have just a limited time to read through the document to share their concerns. The Environmental Impact Assessment EIA submitted by Exxon's consultant, the Environmental Resource Management, is more than 1,400 pages. Former Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson said that the pre-2015 GPL was paying the German service company Wärtsilä above market rates for some spares, and that all of the maintenance of its systems was being conducted by local engineers, while the power company was being billed for overseas personnel. Patterson made the comments as he responded to the press release by GPL. Patterson also defended the formation of the Power Producers and Distribution Inc. PPDI, a state-owned entity established in December 2016, which took on the maintenance of GPL system. Since returning to government, the PPPC has sought to downsize the operations of PPDI and has handed back some of the maintenance of GPL systems to the German company. Patterson rejected claims by GPL that, among other things, that the generation systems was being maintained with cheap spare parts under his watch. The exchange between GPL and the former minister comes even as the nation continues to experience a series of power outages. The Guyana Elections Commission is hoping to have discussions that would enable the agency to put forward a comprehensive report highlighting the views of all involved regarding the proposed amendments to the Representation of the People's Act. GECOM's chairwoman, Justice Claudette Singh, said that the matter is back on the Commission's agenda and should be up for discussion come Tuesday. Vice President Bharat Jagdeo had said during a recent press conference that the government intended to have a 6-week period for comments to the Representation of the People's Act, but the process is still ongoing. He said that the most substantive comments came from the GECOM and a civil society body called the Electoral Reform Group. Every now and then, Guyanese politicians make an appeal to the masses, calling on the diaspora to return home and invest. Those who respond to these calls are often faced with the difficulty of packing up, leaving a developed country, and coming home to Guyana. As if the move by itself is not difficult enough for one couple, the account of returning to Guyana has been nothing but horrid. To say the least, in 2016, Lynette and John Sutton planned to move to Guyana from the United Kingdom. According to the couple, the initial plan was first to register a company here and purchase a plot of land to build a house. Mrs. Sutton noted that there were difficulties and considerable costs involved in obtaining the relevant documents, including TIN. As it relates to the request to purchase a suitable house plot, the couple registered and were told that the letter would be sent inviting them to choose a plot and pay for it. Several years went by with them requesting when they can call to be meeting to complete the process of acquiring a house plot. He explained too that the business procedures need to work a lot faster and efficiently than they do in Guyana to attract and encourage diaspora from around the world. Added to this, Mrs. Sutton noted that the constant power outages is another discouraging factor that would put off any remigrant dreaming of returning home. He stressed while it's good to a point and glowing picture for remigration and inviting people to come to Guyana, the reality must match the dream being sold. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. And finally, at this time, several persons are now homeless in Amelia's Ward, Linden, following an operation by the Central Housing and Planning Authority to break down all structures that were on squatting lands where a road is expected to be constructed. The area, known as Third Phase Amelia's Ward, is expected to be developed into a housing scheme. In a notice to these squatters, CH&PA informed them that the demolition would have taken place on May 12, 2022. However, officials descended on the community with heavy-duty machinery and police to execute the operations on Friday, 6 days before the deadline. Approximately 10 structures were destroyed. One of the residents is said to be a victim of domestic violence and, in her bid to escape the abusive relationship, constructed a wooden home, which was on Friday demolished. Efforts to build back the home were being made by a party of regional officials led by Member of Parliament Jermaine Figuera. And with that, we've come to the end of your evening newscast on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. My name is Joshua Van Sleckman, encouraging you to get the full details of these stories and much more. Head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com or visit our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and follow us on Instagram at Kaieteur_radio. Remember, you can pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News from a newsstand near you for just $80 Guyana dollars. Thank you for joining us. Have a great remainder of your Monday evening, encouraging you to play it safe out there. So long.